Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Courtney Ryan, and today we're going to be talking about the best hairstyles for men in 2022. You guys loved my best hairstyle video for 2021. It actually almost has 1 million views, so thank you all if you've watched it. I appreciate it so much. If you haven't seen it, I'll link it down below because all of those are still great hairstyles to continue into 2022. But these are some new ones, fresh for 2022, that I think all of you guys will love. If you don't know what hairstyle you want to rock going into the new year, any of the ones on this list would be a great choice. You can play it safe, you can spice it up and try something new. The choice is yours to make. A fresh haircut and good grooming habits in general make the world of a difference, so make sure you keep that in mind. But the most important thing here to consider is your features, your face shape, and really finding a hairstyle that would look the best on you. So some styles we're seeing becoming a lot more popular lately with hairstyles, fashion, kind of everything above is fluid, relaxed, textured, romantic, all that look incredible and are becoming a lot more popular. So any of those would be great to check out. And all of those styles kind of reflect a lot of the ones on this list today. Number one, we've got classic fades. And regardless of the texture of your hair, what kind of hair you have, if it's thin, if it's thick, a fade is a really great option. And there are so many here to choose from. You could do a skin fade, a bald fade, a tapered fade. I mean, the list goes on. But here specifically, I've chose a classic fade. I think this one just universally looks great on a lot of guys and is really easy to pull off regardless of the style you've got going on. So when we're thinking about fades, I know sometimes it can be a little bit harsh, especially if you're rocking a bald fade or something like that. But for 2022, again, like I mentioned, we're focusing more on the fluid, the relaxed look. So consider something softer instead of those harsh, bold lines that we've seen in the past. So considering a softer approach and adding a little bit of texture to whatever you've got going on the top is going to give you that relaxed and effortless look that we all love. So you could add in some product to add a little bit of texture. If you already have natural texture, you could rock those curls, a little afro style going on. Anything here really works with the fade. So one style specifically that I wanted to highlight today is twist with a fade. This is one style that I've been seeing a lot lately and works great for all of you guys that have textured hair. So what I love so much about this one is that the front, the sides, and the back all look really clean and fresh, but then you have that little bit of length on the top that you can kind of play around with a little bit and have some fun with. So this is my friend Caleb, who is actually rocking this hairstyle as we speak. So if you need a little inspo for your next cut, be sure to show this to your barber. So something you really want to consider when you're choosing the type of fade that you want to go for is the upkeep that all of these require. So something like a skin fade or a bald fade is going to require a lot more upkeep than, something more classic or tapered if you want to look the way you do when you leave the barber. So keep that in mind. Number two, we've got the French crop. And to be honest, the first time I saw this, I was a little unsure how I felt about it, but I've seen a lot of guys really rock this one and pull it off lately with some more updated styles on top that really make it stand out and look amazing. This one started gaining a lot of popularity this past year, and I don't see that changing going into 2022. So if you don't know already, a French crop is a classic hairstyle that features short hair around the sides with a noticeable fringe. Many people confuse this with a Caesar cut, which is understandable because it's very similar, but this hairstyle truly requires minimal effort with minimal styling. So when I see this haircut, I do picture a very specific style of guy rocking this one. Picture kind of trendy, runway, cool guy vibes going on. I do think your overall style kind of has to match this look because it is very unique and specific. So again, you can play around with this one a little bit by adding a little bit of texture and fringe, making it a little bit more tousled and softer is a great way to kind of reimagine this one. Next, we've got the comb / slick back look, and this is one that I adore and love so much, and I'm really happy it's gaining popularity here today. So this one can be totally different depending on the type of product that you use, so keep that in mind when you're going for a specific style. The product you're using will heavily influence the outcome that you get. So a pomade or something like a gel will obviously create more of a shiny look, and then a clay will create more of that matte look. So keep that in mind when you're choosing what product to use for this one. This one is smart and sophisticated and really looks great on so many guys. I think it's a classic style that has been around forever that I'm really happy is starting to come back. So again, this is one of those styles you can kind of rock with a variety of haircuts. So whatever you choose is totally up to you, and definitely find what works with your face shape and your features to get the best look possible. If you have a side part, if you're rocking a pompadour, I mean, you can really incorporate this slicked back kind of comb backed look with a variety of different styles. All right, next up is one of my all-time favorites that was also on my 2021 video, which is the Quiff. And this one is amazing. You can rock a long one, medium, short, whatever you choose is up to you. It's very specific to, the upkeep you want to put into it, the maintenance required. Some guys like to have longer hair, some guys like to have shorter hair, but regardless of which one you choose, you can rock the Quiff. This one is great because it looks polished and relaxed at the same time, again, depending on which product you use, so you really do get the best of both worlds here. It's very versatile, which is what I love so much about it. And for these hairstyles that require a little bit more volume, do not be afraid to grab that blow dryer. It's going to naturally enhance the volume of your hair and really create an amazing look. So I've actually done an entire video with a super awesome barber here in Cleveland. If you haven't seen it, be sure to check it out down in the description below. It's all about how to style your hair, what products to use, everything you need to know to create an awesome hairstyle. Number 5, we've got natural curls, and the best thing about this one is that it works with a variety of hair textures. This is all about embracing what you've got and really rocking that natural, minimal look. Obviously, we can embrace what we've got and work with our natural hair, but also you can enhance your curls or the texture of your hair by adding in a curl cream or a product that works specifically with the texture of hair that you have. This one is effortless, relaxed, and totally authentic, and again, depends on the texture of your hair and the hairstyle that you have. This could be a curly afro, it could be a natural beachy wave. Again, just totally depends on you and your natural hair. Something to consider if you're a guy rocking longer hair, maybe you're rocking the long natural curls, is the upkeep that this requires. As someone with long hair, I can speak from personal experience by saying long hair is not the easiest to take care of. It does require, specific products and making sure you're keeping it shiny and healthy. So keep that in mind if you're a guy that's rocking a longer hairstyle. It seems like it would be easy because you don't have to go in for haircuts all the time, but sometimes it can be a little bit more of a pain. And last on my list that I'm going to talk about here today is the Bro Flow. Again, one that was popular last year that is gaining more popularity this year. I'm typically more of a fan of the shorter hairstyles if I'm being totally honest, but this is one that I really do like. I think a lot of guys look really great with this one. It's effortless, it's sexy, you push it back and it looks amazing. Again, you want to make sure you're keeping your hair shiny and healthy, but this one is one that really doesn't require that much upkeep. As long as you're going in for a routine trim every now and then, once you feel like it's getting long enough, is kind of the way to go with this one. It's more of a medium hairstyle. As long as you can push it behind your ears, I think you're good to go. There's a ton of celebrities that rock this one. I've seen it become a lot more popular on TikTok, but I think this is one that a guy of any age could really pull off. So if you're thinking about growing your hair out, this is a great one to start with. I think it's a great kind of test into growing your hair out a little bit longer. I also feel obligated to tell you that the mullet is coming back, and I cannot sit here and feel good about saying that I think that that hairstyle looks good or promote it here on my channel. Again, you can rock whatever you want. It's totally up to you. It's your hair at the end of the day, but I'm just not feeling the mullet. But you guys will have to let me know what all of you think down in the comments below. If you rock a mullet, if you know someone that rocks the mullet, please share it down below. I just thought you should all hear from me that I am sadly not a fan of the mullet. I hope I don't break any of your hearts by saying that today. And I just wanted to highlight some hairstyles I think are going to be really popular in 2022 and that I think a lot of you guys would really look amazing rocking. So keep that in mind. If there's a hairstyle you love and you like to wear, please let me know down in the comments down below. Also be sure to follow me on Instagram at Courtney Christine Ryan. I do a lot of Q&As and interactive things on my story where I might ask you a question. What's your favorite hairstyle? And you can kind of give your 2 cents and opinions there as well. If you liked this video or found it helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to be in the loop for when I release new content. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.